Now to the third category of the World Summit Youth Award, Power to Woman. May I kindly ask our new incoming co-chair of the UN Global Alliance on ICT for Development, Mr. Kamran Al-Hain, the chairman of Global Catalyst Partners. Please join us up on the stage. Thank you.
Power to Women demonstrates the most inspiring content and communities which promote gender equality and strengthen women's contribution to decision-making and conflict resolution. This category focuses on empowering women to become more active citizens and strengthen their voice in the political, economic, social decision-making processes.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us this evening. And as chairman of a globally operating venture fund, in what way do you deal with the gender-digital divide and how that affects the internet?
Well, first of all, it's my pleasure to be here. Second of all, I have to admit that having been raised in a family with very strong grandmothers and very strong mother, who really led the work and all the achievements that our family received. I only aspire when I evolve in my next life, when I come back, I will come back as a woman. I haven't been privileged enough yet. Second of all, today in the internet world, it's much easier for women to be not just participants, but be leaders. And in many of our activities, we see the women entrepreneurs to be very, very advanced. But I'd like to relay one story from one of my wonderful grandmothers. When she became a refugee from Russia, after Stalin killed her husband, she came to Iran. You have to imagine about, this story is probably 80, 90 years ago. She decided to open the first school for women in Mashhad, the city that she was living in. And obviously, Iran being very conservative, the whole society, many of the extremist religious people were opposing her, and they burned down her school twice, but she never, ever gave up on that. So I'm so proud of her, and I like to dedicate my presence in here to my great grandma.
As it is getting more interesting, I would like to ask the three winners in the category Power to Women to the stage. Angelica Tang from the US, representing the Sisters for Peace Network. George Onyango, who came all the way from Kenya to receive the award for Empower Women to meet Millennium Challenges. And the last winner, Hamid Reza from Iran, who did not make it to be with us tonight due to visa problems. Would you please come up to the stage?
Well, Angelica, I have a question for you. I want you to share with us what kind of unique impact that you're looking to make with your site in comparison to other social networks that are out there.
Well, other social networks definitely raise a lot of awareness, especially around girls, from issues around sexual trafficking or just peace with your body. But then what the difference with Sisters for Peace is that we wish for the girls themselves to take action upon that awareness. And what we offer them is one-on-one mentorship, as well as support peer network so that they can discuss together prevalent problems that they share in their respective communities and address the issues together. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And George, the question I have for you as a young man, I want to ask you, what is the role of men in promoting women's empowerment?
It's a good question. Yes, you know, in African context, it's really difficult for men to give women room, and it's been very hard for us to kind of say, okay, give women something to do. So the role of women in Kenya is kind of like my organization. We've been trying to come up with initiative that empower women in the slums, especially young girls who have been given birth to children, to start up something that empower them, like give them startup capital, because you realize that when these kids grow up, they'll be kind of like a lost generation. So what do you do with the kids who with parents who don't have something to provide for their kids? So these are some of the things that, as young people in the slums, young men, been trying to come up with some of the kind of this initiative to help young girls to provide for their families.
All right, creating space and support. Thank you both and congratulations. You're welcome to receive your awards now.
Please.